Hello, good evening, everyone. It's already 6:31. Shall we start or should we wait for 2 more minutes?
I think we can wait 2-3 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, sir. The YouTube live streaming has already been started. Okay. Majority of the registered learners will be joining in the YouTube only.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brother Professor Arun from KTU has joined, coordinator of industry attachment cell. I have to see. Good evening, Dr. Bijoy.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Jay.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, everyone. I think we can start now. And shall we, sir?
Yeah, you can start.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Hello and good evening, everyone. Greetings to all the dignitaries and delegates in attendance. I am Parvati I, Women in Engineering Coordinator, Student Team, IEEE Education Society Kerala Chapter.
And I am Govinda Swaryer, Technical Coordinator, Student Team, IEEE Education Society Kerala Chapter.
And we are delighted to welcome each of you to one of the most anticipated initiatives that IEEE has ever witnessed. Today, the IEEE Education Society Kerala chapter, in collaboration with Infosys, is setting foot into a new flagship educational intervention to enrich the online learning experience. Yes, together with the expertise of Infosys, we are launching Infosys Springboard, one of the most significant efforts of our time to reimagine online learning and boost Kerala's knowledge economy. Infosys Springboard is an educational collaboration of Infosys to accelerate active virtual learning and digital reskilling with a vision to transform the educational standard of society to new heights. With that vision, the IEEE EdSoc Kerala chapter is kickstarting our journey with the Infosys Springboard to augment the physical learning systems with the state-of-the-art online courses. And today, we are all happy to have you with us to mark the beginning of this great venture. So, without further ado, let us move to the inaugural ceremony of IEEE EdSoc KC Gateway to Infosys Springboard.
Hi, the perfect man to begin this momentous event is Dr. M.V. Rajesh, Project Lead and Vice Chairman of IEEE Kochi Subsection and Chairman of IEEE SPS Kerala Chapter. He's the man because of whom this initiative has set sail, the master craftsman who made it all possible. So, we with great pleasure I invite Dr. M.V. Rajesh to enlighten, guide, and direct us with your welcome address.
Thank you, Govind, and good evening, all the dignitaries from both IEEE and Infosys, my colleagues from IEEE and other organizations, and the very enthusiastic learners. Of course, this is a revolutionary kind of an approach in the concept of learning. And I think it will actually democratize in the way what we are thinking about the process of learning, especially in the post or with COVID situation. This is going to be very much of importance for all of us, both people from academy and industry. And I'm happy to see that the journey so far with the networking of two great institutions, Infosys with its great source of resources and IEEE with its great networking capacity, so that any learner who is part of IEEE can now access all the valuable and accredited courses through the Infosys platform. I would like to mention Suja Warrior of Infosys, who has kickstarted this discussion 1 month back. And now I am happy to see that we have materialized that dream in great colors, in fact. And naturally, this program comes or appears to be a responsibility of the Indian educational and industry colleagues, because India is going to be the only country which with the largest number of youngsters, for example, in the age group of 18 to 35, which is going to be the workforce of the world. So this has become our natural responsibility to train them. Both the academy and the industry, if collaborate on that aspect, definitely we will be able to roll out quality manpower, which is readily deployable across the globe, not only in the country. And I'm happy to share the good news that within 1 week of rolling out this concept, we got 3,000 registrations from learners. I won't say just formal students, learners from the state of Kerala and some friends from other states as well through the IEEE network. And we are planning to extend this program to 9,000 plus members of IEEE Kerala section, the student members, and another 2,000 plus practicing engineers, and to everybody else possible, because in the second stage of this program, we may be extending this to other colleges, including arts and science, applied science, and polytechnic college students as well. Because spreading this message and reaching out to maximum number of students is what the IEEE network can probably contribute. So with a special note of thanks to the Kerala Technological University, especially to the VC and the industry attachment cell led by Professor Arun Alex, because they have extended very positive support, and that has become instrumental in making this program very popular among the students. The VC has consented to send an email from the university to all the affiliated institutions, so that the visibility of the program has got improved too much because of that. So with this initial notes, because stories of Infosys will be shared by my colleagues from Infosys and IEEE as well. So let me step into my duty of formally welcoming all the dignitaries to this wonderful union of IEEE and Infosys. First of all, I would like to welcome Engineer C.M. Varghese, who is the chairman of IEEE Education Society Kerala chapter, who is a mentor and leader, not only in the education society, in the entire Kerala IEEE fraternity, who is leading us in this program, not only in this program, all the activities of the education society. I would like to welcome Engineer C.M. Varghese to preside over this function. Welcome, Varghese, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I am actually thrilled to welcome the Honorable Vice Chancellor of the APJ Abdul Kalam Kerala Technological University, Dr. M.S. Rajashree, as I has mentioned. She was very much supportive on these activity of the IEEE, especially related to the education and training, and gave all the possible assistance from the part of the university, and has kindly consented to inaugurate this program today. amidst her busy schedule, because engineering admission and a lot of activities are happening in the university. I don't know whether she is joining from the university itself or at home. And we are all very much proud to see the VC in IEEE meeting. Basically, she is a computer engineer and an IEEE member as well. With that introduction, let me very wholeheartedly welcome the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. M.S. Rajeshri, on behalf of the IEEE and Infosys community here. Welcome, welcome, ma'am. We have Thirumalai Arohi, the Vice President of Infosys, who is now concentrating on to popularize education and training, to reskill, upskill, and keep our youth industry ready to talk about the program and to share the Infosys Springboard journey so far. His presence and advice has become very much instrumental in defining and creating this interactive program through IEEE Educational Society. Warm welcome, Mr. Thirumalai Arohi, to this joint event by IEEE Kerala and Infosys. Welcome, sir. I would like to welcome Ms. Sarada Jayakrishnan, the respected chairperson of IEEE Kerala Section. We are all proud about her as the chairperson, because in IEEE we have the great concept of women in engineering, and she is a wonderful leader who has taken keen interest in this particular program. And she studied the MOU part of this program and has given green signal for the Educational Society to proceed with. That also within no time. Thank you, Sharada, for that, and warm welcome to this platform. And
thank you, Rajesh.
Welcome. I would now like to welcome Mr. Deepak Mathur. He is the Director of Region 10 of the IEEE. For the non-IEEE members, Region 10 means it covers entire Asia Pacific area. But personally, to every member of IEEE Kerala Section, Mr. Mathur is not only the regional director, a special director to all of us, because he is so much passionate about the activities of Kerala Section and assisting us in almost every event of every entity, operational units of the IEEE Kerala Section. And I'm happy to see that today he has rescheduled some of his official journeys to attend this very amazing kind of experience which is happening in Kerala. Welcome, Mathu sir, to this function to Kerala.
Thank you.
I would like to welcome Professor Muhammad Qasim, who is the Vice Chairman of IEEE Kerala Section, as well as the founding chair of IEEE Education Society. Actually, as a teacher, as a practicing engineer, he was instrumental for opening the Educational Society chapter in Kerala. And today, with this great interaction, your initiative have become more and more meaningful, I think. Warm welcome, Professor Muhammad, to this function.
Thank you, Rajesh sir.
We have Dr. K. Suresh Nair, the respected chair of IEEE India Council. And when we talk about Suresh sir, we are very proud to see that I am part of Kochi subsection in IEEE. He is a member of IEEE Kochi subsection if you go for the rules. And he is a great mentor, starting from the activities at Kochi subsection to Kerala section, and now blessing the entire India entity of IEEE. And on education, training, and research, he has made a lot of landmark developments through IEEE as well as a practicing engineer. Warm welcome, Dr. Suresh Nair, to this Infosys IEEE collaborative program.
Thank you.
We have Ms. Suja Warrior. As I mentioned earlier, the call from Suja has actually made this dream, nurtured like this, and finally, materialized in this good, enthusiasm. She is the leader of CSR and corporate diversity activities as Infosys, and my thanks from the entire IEEE fraternity to conceive this great idea and taking it forward like this. Warm welcome, Mrs. Suja Warrior. We have with us Mr. Kiran NG. I had a couple of meetings with Kiran sir. He is the principal architect and program manager, especially with the digital literacy mission of Infosys, which is part of their CSR. And he actually is managing these activities across the country. And 2 to 3 times we met before the framing of this particular program, and his inputs were really valuable. It actually taught me what the program is all about. Warm welcome, Mr. Kiran to IEEE Kerala section. As I said earlier, we got great support from the KTU, especially through the industry attachment cell, which is a very new concept in a university. The coordinator of that program, Professor Arun Alex, was actually responsible in connecting IEEE Infosys program with the KTU. Warm welcome, Mr. Arun Alex, and thanks a lot for your great support. And we have Mr. Shankar J, the chair of student activities in Kerala IEEE, because of his support that the program has reached this number of students. Welcome, Mr. Shankar, to this program. And we have Dr. Smita Dharan, who is my boss as of now. I have recently joined College of Engineering, Chenganur from Model Engineering College. And I hardly, interacted with her for only one day. And she is attending the meeting from the college because of the hectic schedule with the engineering admissions in Kerala. Thank you very much for your support, and warm welcome to this platform, Dr. Smita.
Thank you, sir.
With us, we have our great team who is actually managing the entire background and this program. I would like to mention the names of Dr. Usha Devi Amma, Dr. Rajesh Joseph Abraham from IIST Trivandrum, Engineer NP Supish, who is a PhD research scholar. These three engineers are helping me in rolling out this program under the banner of Education Society with various charges of this. So warm welcome to all the three coordinators who are working with Education Society for the implementation of this project. And to support the entire activity, we have a very vibrant team of young IEEE volunteers, Mr. Akash, Sharad, Yeldo, Rishi, Anita, Anisha, and Niranjan. All of them are actually responsible for managing the activities, including this meeting. Warm welcome by young team to this function. And to help us throughout, we had engineer Jidin Krishna, the secretary of IEEE Education Society Kerala chapter. Warm welcome, Jidin. And I would like to once again welcoming all the participants, including the registered attendees, IEEE members and non-members, because it has become a very meaningful, a union of so many people, even outside the IEEE community. With the great dream of this interaction will change the mindset of people and the way of learning, and will give a very pleasant experience for all of us. I would like to conclude and sign out of my duty of welcoming. Once again, welcome to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your supportive words and for welcoming the gathering. A wholehearted thanks for your leadership and vision on this wonderful initiative. Next, we have Mr. Tirumala Arohi, Vice President of Infosys and Head of Education, Training and Assessment, with us today to bless this pivotal moment with his presence. He is the one who has showered the team with constant support in all decisions, a man having a vision for the future. With great respect, I invite Mr. Tirumala Arohi to give a presentation on the concept of Infosys Springboard. Over to you, sir.
Thanks, Parvati, and thanks, Dr. Rajesh, for the warm introductions. I'm really happy to be here, especially with the joint collaboration that we are having with IEEE Education Society for Kerala chapter, along with my team. I'm very happy to have both Kiran and Suja here. As you rightly said, Suja has been a champion for us in terms of looking at various initiatives that we can do. Various initiatives. I think there is some echo. Yeah, various initiatives that we do to make sure that we truly contribute to the society and not always only look at it from a business and a business-oriented outcomes. While that is important, at the same time, how do we basically bring in nice practices to the society and contribute meaningfully is an important duty for any corporate. And I'm really happy to be here along with the team to talk to you about what we are doing. And really happy to see that Dr. Rajeshri, the Vice Chancellor, is also here. Thanks, ma'am, for helping on passing on this message. And I'll just quickly outline why we are doing this, right? There are so many initiatives in the market where people are talking about extending learning infrastructure, learning content, learning paths, and everything with the sole mind of making sure that no one is left behind. But why we think Infosys Springboard is an initiative which I think will be welcome for everyone is because it differentiates our approach truly in terms of what we want to do and how we want to do it, right? The first thing what we have wanted to do was, last 30-40 years, Infosys has been investing heavily into what we call as corporate education. Essentially, we hire a lot of college graduates, we take them, but at the same time, we do realize that the students who are coming from the colleges, there is a need for having some sort of a finishing school where they get trained, and then that training basically makes them move from what we call as campus to corporate, right? And that is something that we have been doing extensively. I'm not sure if many of you had a chance to hear or visit or even see things about our Mysore Education Center, which is the world's largest corporate center, where we actually train close to 15,000 students at any given point of time. So what we have done is we have been seeing how the education itself is evolving, what are the needs of the industry, and then we realize that, we can do a lot more in terms of contributing to the society if we extend what we are doing. And that we have done it even 20 years back through our Campus Connect program, where we have been interacting with many colleges across India. And then we have been talking to them about what kind of changes can be done to the curriculum. We have been involved in doing faculty enablement programs for the faculties of these colleges. And then we also try to basically open up our content in a nice, simple portal, and people can actually go through that. So while that has been happening, last 4 years, we have heavily invested into what we call as our digital learning infrastructure. And that is basically what is called as Infosys Wingspan. And we realized that even when COVID happened, we are able to seamlessly kind of move from what we were doing in a kind of physical setup, but at the same time be able to contribute very effectively to our own students who joined Infosys. And then we made sure that they are basically learning well and trained well and everything like that. 6 months back, our leadership at Infosys realized that, education is going to be even more important. The world is changing so rapidly. And at the same time, there is a need for academic institutions to benefit from the knowledge and wisdom that has been gained by the corporates. And to kind of further that, the goal that Infosys has taken is, as a part of our ESG mission, is to make sure that we open a platform with content plus a lot of changes that we have reimagined from a pedagogical perspective. And we actually brought them into this platform called Infosys Springboard. And what it actually does is essentially there are 5 important elements. The first one is basically we have this platform. Suja has put it in the chat. We'll share the link again to everyone. We have given you the platform access. Anyone in India can register. You need to have simple Google ID or your email-based authentication that you can do. And once you do that, you have access to almost 3,500 to 4,000 plus learning content, mostly in the technology, digital skills area. And then at the same time, there's a lot of things which are there in professional skills area. And then recently we introduced something called business communication, excel in business communication skills. So my suggestion is anyone who is going to the platform, immediately you can go and assess yourselves on your business communication using English as a language. And then there is 1,000 hours of learning content purely on English, which will make you a better speaker and better communicator. So that's the first part, having access to a platform which gives you a very wonderful training, learning paths on digital skills, professional skills, at the same time make you ready for what we think is important from a corporate perspective. The second element is, just like we are partnering with IEEE, we are looking at collaborating. Instead of just saying that we are giving you an access to a platform with content, we really want to collaborate with many educational institutions through partners like IEEE, right now what we are doing with Kerala team. At the same time, we want to make sure that we extend our platform so that any educational institution which has not invested in learning infrastructure, technology-based learning infrastructure, we are offering our platform, which includes the entire LMS capabilities plus collaboration platform and a lot of other cool apps and techniques that can engage your students in a very real time in an interactive way. That is something that we are offering, and all of this is offered free of cost. You don't really have to worry about creating some infrastructure, setting it up and things like that. You will get everything from us. So the second pillar is around educational institutions benefiting from all the learning management systems and learning experience platform that we developed, and you can use it for putting your own academic content, making sure that your students learning is watched and everything, and we are more than happy to support you in that journey. The third one is, while we have done the first two, again, it is not enough because we want to make sure that we are walking this journey with you. And that is where we are going to do coding classes as well as professional skill development classes. Every week, there will be at least 3 or 4 such classes that will be happening. And when you log onto the platform, you will see a calendar of events, and then that will help you to register and participate. So recently, we have done Java coding classes using our Java educators. We are launching Python. We are doing currently 5G with the support of Dr. Sojan in Kerala and a professor in US. So that is all things that you can do, not just self-learn, but at the same time participate in a classroom kind of infrastructure where you can directly hear and listen from the educators of Infosys. Not just technology, again, we are doing classes for girls. In fact, there's a program we are doing for girl students to make sure that they become very clear in terms of what the world is out there. How do you prepare for that? How do you make sure that you are seen as an equal member in the society? And then how can you further enhance your career? So that is, these kind of programs are going to be there in the third pillar, which is the classrooms and events and everything that we are doing. The fourth one basically is around how we basically look at all of this, but extend it to basically make it even more meaningful by having internships, apprenticeship programs. While we always have internship programs at Infosys, this particular Infosys Springboard initiative is to go beyond the colleges, which basically look for internships with us, but even basically make it open for any student, no matter which school or which college they come from. There will be an internship and apprenticeship programs that we are going to roll out so that you not only learn, but you also get practical insights and practical experiences by working on projects, and you can actually showcase it to get, again, your career enhanced effectively as a student. So that's the fourth pillar. And the fifth one is more about we want to make sure that whoever is learning on the platform, they have an opportunity to come to our Makers Lab that we are setting it up across India. Right now, we are set it up in Bangalore. We are planning to do 12 Makers Lab across India. So anyone who is learning well, there is an opportunity for them to visit Infosys campus, be a part of that Makers Lab. We are also looking at distributing devices where someone may be having a challenge with respect to the cost and other aspects, the economic aspects of it. So we want to open up our Makers Lab and the device infrastructure in such a way, in a library mode, people can benefit from the investments that we are making to make sure, even if you do not have right access to some of these digital tools or digital gadgets, we are looking at opening it up as well. So these are the 5 important pillars that we are trying to do. Not just opening Springboard is not just about a platform and content. It is also about asking your colleges and your universities and schools to benefit from the learning platform and learning investments we have done. Third is about internships. Fourth is about classes that we are kind of going to put in. So all of this, my request is to please make advantage of. A lot more fantastic things are going to come to make the learning experience itself so very wonderful. And anything else that you think from IEEE that will excite the students, please do let us know, because we want this partnership to be one of its kind, where we can actually show that if we partner well, we can really make a big difference to everyone in Kerala. and really looking forward to your support and encouragement, and even nudging us to make even more better facilities available on Springboard. So thanks a lot for the opportunity, and I will pass on this back to you, Parvati. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the great words and for all support you have offered. Without you, this wouldn't have been possible for us in any way. In recognition of that, for your support, we would like to present you with a virtual memento. We kindly request you to accept this small token of our gratitude.
Thank you so very much.
Once again, thank you, sir. Next, I'm going to call upon the man who stood right with us, a real leader and a great mentor, the man who instilled in us with the belief that there is a potential in everything. To make this moment more glorious, I humbly invite Engineer CM Verghese, Chairman of IEEE Education Society Kerala Chapter, for presidential address.
Respected VC of KTU, Rajasri Madam, Vice President Infosys, Mr. Tirumalla, IEEE Art and Director, Mr. Deepak Mathur, Sarada Madam, Dr. Suresh, Professor Kasim, and all senior officials from Infosys and IEEE. Good evening to one and all, and welcome to Infosys Springboard launching session, organized by IEEE Education Society Kerala. IEEE Education Society is one of the youngest chapters of IEEE Kerala Section, and we are at the forefront of industry academy linkage and interaction in addition to our normal educational activities. In fact, our chapter inauguration itself was with a major industry interaction with the presence of KTU VC as well as industry leaders of IT from Kerala. IEEE Education Society has now associating with Infosys to launch the Springboard program for the benefit of youths of Kerala, as already explained. Also, IEEE Education Society is running a program in rural science and technology education covering higher secondary schools of Kerala with hands-on course and free educational kits in IT hardware and software, club to benefit underprivileged children from rural areas free of cost. And also we are planning to associate with the Kerala Knowledge Economy Mission to take other educational and career opportunities to needy across Kerala among student community. And I take this opportunity to request VC Rajasri Madam to extend necessary support and guidance to take the above programs forward. And let me reciprocate Infosys. IEEE Kerala Section, especially IEEE Education Society, is really honored on associating for the Springboard program of Infosys, and pray many more such CSR program be continued for the benefit of youth of India across India. And our aim is to take industry to academy and academy to industry and get mutually benefited each other. And I take this opportunity to congratulate Dr. M.V. Rajesh for arranging such a program of such a magnitude and so useful. And let me conclude by wishing you all a very nice evening and a nice weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspirational words and for presiding over the inaugural ceremony. It is an honor for us to have you as part of this great initiative. Now, I'm greatly honored and excited of our inaugural ceremony. Dr. M.S. Rajashree, Honorable Vice Chancellor of APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University. Her unrivaled achievements and dedication to academia are absolutely remarkable and worthy of commendation. She is always an exemplary. Would you mind just muting your mic? Okay, thank you. So continuing, she's always an exemplary epitome of women's empowerment. On this auspicious occasion, I heartily welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. M.S. Rajashree, for the inaugural address. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Parvati. most respected Vice Chairman of IEEE Education Society and President of the Function Engineer CM Varghese, Sharada Madam, Dr. Rajesh, Sri Tirumala Arohi, Vice President at Infosys, Dr. Suresh Nair, Team Infosys, Team IEEE, and all the distinguished members who are part of this event, student volunteers, faculty members, and students. I'm extremely honored to be part of this program, inaugurating such a wonderful initiative from IEEE Educational Society, because we always keep wondering what to do at this point in time. Post-pandemic, we are faced with a lot of difficulties, taking activities forward, transforming education to meet the needs of the students who are sitting away. And the most imminent need is the digital transformation. And that is exactly what this is addressing. And looking back 3 to 4 decades of corporate experience from Infosys, it is very commendable to see that the imparting skills or preparing talent for profession has been very remarkably changed from the perception of Infosys. It's like have some finishing schools or give some add-ons and make people quickly skilled. This the fundamental way of looking at this, at the whole scheme of things has changed. Catch people young. I'm very surprised to see that from class 6 you're taking people. So it is not imparting skills or it is not value addition for a specific job, but it is transforming the individuals for very, the transformation is for resilience, I would say. It is not for addressing one kind of problem or for learning one kind of technology or for doing one kind of project, but it is for a lifelong learning. It is for a lifelong preparedness to take up any challenge to work on. That is what I see in this initiative of Infosys. And it is very surprising to note that this combination has happened. The professional network of IEEE, where great deal of value add can happen with the resources, the contents that are there in this learning management system and all the associated resources with it. The 5 pillars has been explained very passionately by the Vice President, Sri Tirumala Arohi. And each one of them is important for us when we look at education. We always talk about industry, academia linkage, but there is difference when the contents and the package comes from the industry itself, what they are looking for, how the skills are being packaged with the requirements specifically captured. That is what happens in this. So I would see this as a great effort and also a very rich resource for the university, because we keep doing a lot of things to empower students, to reduce the gap, to skill professionals to meet all the challenges, all the new technologies that are changing every day. So it is to address the digital transformation, and that is not only by one skill, but the ever-changing skills they need to acquire. And it is practically impossible for academia to cater to all these needs. And with the professional network of IEEE, I'm sure this is going to grow every day. This resource is going to grow, and this 5 pillars will increase, and a lot of other things will also come in the journey. And the people will also see the transformation. It is not an option, but it has become necessity, and it will only impart resilience to businesses, to organizations, to governance, and everything. And that will happen because of this. and let us see how we can have more formal forms of engagement along with this. With the introduction of the new industry attachment cell, university has laid down a roadmap for its industry initiatives. We are in the process of bringing an industry innovation cell in the university, which is to look at exclusively these kind of things, how innovation can be promoted among the youth and how that can become the basic ingredient of the academic and research systems in campuses. A lot of such initiatives are being undertaken, and the way the assessment, the evaluations, everything happens is being very radically changed when it comes to these kind of courses where a lot of experiential learning and project-based learning is envisaged. So for all these, I'm seeing this partnership and the launching ceremony of this Infosys Springboard as a basic step towards that journey. Let us work together and see how we can skill the youth of Kerala for contributing greatly to the Kerala Knowledge Economy mission also. So with 4 years, we have projected a requirement of skilling around 2 million people, and we need all these kind of auxiliary mechanisms to achieve those numbers. So let us work together. I am very happily, with the permission of each and every one here, declare this as open, this initiative is open, and I wish good luck, and the effort and the interest in the team members who are part of this will pave a long way in taking it to several other dimensions as well. Wish you good luck, and let me stop with this. Thank you for inviting me to this wonderful ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It is always a pleasure to have you with us. With great admiration and regard, we are presenting you a virtual memento on behalf of IEEE EdSoc Kerala Chapter. I request you to accept this token of our gratitude and love. Our sincere respect to you from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you very much. Thank you all. Thank you, Govind.
Thank you, everyone. Now let's move on. Also, to take part in this beautiful moment, we have another visionary with us, a man with a strong sense of commitment and dedication, the man who brought remarkable achievements and opportunities for all of us. With all due respect, I invite Mr. Deepak Mathur, Director of IEEE Art Region, to share his wisdom from his experiences.
Thank you, Govind, and thank you, Parvati. Thank you very much. Dr. Rajshri, VC of APJ Kerala Technical University, my colleague from IEEE India Council, Dr. Suresh Nair, Chair of IEEE Kerala Section, Mrs. Sarda Jaykrishnan, and Chair of IEEE Education Society Kerala Chapter, Mr. C.M. Varghese, Professor Muhammad Qasim, Dr. M.V. Rajesh, and all ExCom members of Kerala Section and ExCom member of Education Society Chapter of Kerala Section, and Mr. Thirumala Arohi, Mrs. Suja Warrior, Mr. Kiran NG from Infosys, and my all IEEE colleagues, students, ladies and gentlemen. It's really a great honor and my pleasure to be in this event. And it is really glad to know that the IEEE Education Society Kerala Section Chapter is collaborating with the Infosys Springboard with a mission to empower learning. It's a great thought and a unique initiative. Congratulations to both. Digital reskilling along with virtual learning would be a great idea, and partnering with Infosys would be a step forward towards engaging industries with IEEE. We always brainstorm to find different ways of industry engagement in IEEE, and the partnership of Education Society of Kerala Section with Infosys Springboard would be giving us a new dimension of gainful association, which will add immense value. The initiative of Kerala Section for bringing two important institutions together with common goal is much appreciated. Once again, congratulations to both. And I'm not sure whether this would be or this will be a platform where we would be having chance to discuss the expectation of industries from our students in today's fast changing technical, economic, and social scenario. Today, we need to be aware of future requirements of industries and have to work on acquiring new and required skills, knowledge, and wisdom to keep ourselves relevant in this fast changing scenario. This kind of partnership programs would be very useful. IEEE Region 10's major thrust is on collaborative programs, conference quality, industry engagements, entrepreneurship, and career advancement. I'm sure Infosys Springboard shall address many of these thrust areas of Asia Pacific region of IEEE. And I'm very keen to hear from Mrs. Suja Warrior of Infosys on this collaboration and from Kiran NG on program objectives. I'm sure that they will present great insights on this program. On behalf of IEEE Region 10, I would like to appreciate their efforts in making this collaboration happening. And I was talking to Dr. Rajesh, and I was made to understand the great contribution of Mr. Arun Alex, Coordinator Industry Attachment Cell of APJ KTU, under the patronage of Vice Chancellor Dr. MS Rajshri. It is a great support from them for this useful partnership, and IEEE is grateful for their thoughtful association. I'm looking at this initiative with lots of hope, and I find lots of prospects. And I'm confident that about its success, because it's being architected by great leaders of Kerala Section, and it is being collaborated with industry leaders like Infosys. I also see opportunities through its success, and this model could be a big step for many more success stories for whole Asia Pacific region. So it is needless to say that I see a lot of opportunities for our members of whole Asia Pacific region. So with this, I would like to conclude and wish this partnership great success. And I'm sure that this joint venture of two leaders shall go a long way in adding value for our members. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your warm words and support throughout our journey. In honor of that, we would like to present a small token of love from our side for your valuable presence and support. Please accept this virtual memento on behalf of the IEEE EdSoc Kerala chapter.
Thank you, Parvati, for this beautiful memento. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, I think it would be really great if we could get a virtual photo together. I request all of you to turn on your cameras. Please, everyone. Okay, I assume the photo has been taken.
Just wait for a second, everyone. Please turn on your cameras. I can see many people haven't turned on their cameras yet.
Yeah.
So taking screenshot in 1, 2, IEEE. Yes, thank you. The photograph has been taken. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And moving on, great leaders don't tell you what to do. They show you how it's done. The IEEE Education Society Kerala chapter has gained magnificent heights and recognition under the mentoring of the great visionary, Professor Muhammad Qasim, founder chair of IEEE EdSoc Kerala chapter. He has always provided us with the right mentoring and advice in crucial parts of our lives. Today, I am privileged to invite Professor Muhammad Qasim to launch the microsite and to bless us with his grateful words. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Parvati. And President of the meeting, Engineer C.M. Varghese, Chair, Education Society Kerala Chapter, Chief Guest of the inaugural function, Dr. Rajshri M.S., Vice Chancellor, APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, Mr. Deepak Mathur, Region 10 Director, Dr. Suresh Nair, India Council Chair, Mr. Tirumala Arogi, Vice President Infosys, Engineer Sharada Jayakrishnan, Chair Kerala Section, Mrs. Suja Warrior, Mr. Kiran MG, Dr. Rajesh MB, distinguished speakers, organizing team members of Education Society and Infosys, Education Society volunteers, and dear participants. Good evening to one and all. IEEE is the world's largest technical professional organization dedicated to advancing technology for the benefit of humanity. IEEE has over 384,000 members in more than 160 countries. As on today, IEEE has 343 sections, 85 subsections, 2,636 society chapters, 743 affinity groups, and 3,554 student branches. Kerala section initially formed as a subsection in February 1975 under the then India section. It became a part of the Bangalore section in 1976 upon the formation of India Council, and later it became a full section on 18 November 1983. Kerala section is currently with two subsections, namely Malabar subsection formed in June 2010, Kochi subsection formed in June 2011, 13 society chapters, 1 joint chapter, 1 technical council, 4 affinity groups, 85 plus active student branches, 225 plus student branch chapters, and 15 standing committees. Kerala section's membership count of 11,300 plus includes 25 life seniors, 296 senior members, 1,105 members, 419 graduate student members, and 9,350 plus student members. Our section is globally number 2 in terms of membership count, just behind Beijing section, and number 1 among other sections in its activities, bagging 2021 MGA Outstanding Section Membership Recruitment and Retention Performance Award, 2021 Region 10 Outstanding Membership Growth Award, 2020 MGA Outstanding Large Section Award, 2019 R10 Outstanding Large Section Award, etc., to name few. Power and Energy Society chapter with 4,100 plus members, Computer Society chapter with 3,300 plus members, and IEEE PLS joint chapter with 3,200 plus members stands number 1, number 2, and number 3 globally. Robotics and Automation Society with 1,000 plus members stands number 1 among Robotics and Automation Society chapters in Region 10. Newly formed Education Society chapter with 20 members in April has reached the magnificent figure of 100 members in 2 days back, and now the chapter is in number 5 position among Education Society chapters globally. Education Society President Dr. Edmund Tovaro inaugurated the Education Society Kerala chapter in July in the presence of today's chief guest, Dr. Rajashree MS, Mr. Deepak Mathur, Dr. K.R. Suresh Nair, Dr. Samir, Engineer Sharada Jayakrishnan, and others. We honored the most senior, life senior member, Dr. KPP Pillai, also at the inaugural function. IEEE Day celebration was held on October 5th, honoring 4 most senior chairs of Kerala section and the Best Teacher Award recipient. We conducted 5 technical talks, 2 talks of tri-webinar series on various aspects of research by Dr. B.S. Manoj, a panel discussion on career guidance for engineering students, and an idea pitching competition on post-COVID higher education, innovation for the way forward. The launching of today's Education Society Kerala chapter gateway to Infosys Springboard and the upcoming R-Step, the Rural Student Technical Education Program for the higher secondary school students, are another 2 important programs organized by our chapter. My sincere thanks to all volunteers of Education Society Kerala chapter for keeping the vibrancy with the number of quality events and attaining this year's membership target of 100 well ahead. Now I announce the opening of the microsite. I wish all the best for the EdSoc Infosys collaborated Infosys Springboard educational program aiming 10 million plus beneficiaries. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. It's an honor to have you with us. Once again, thank you for always inspiring us. As we mentioned in the beginning, Infosys Springboard is a great initiative with the great potential to revolutionize the learning culture of our region. And today we have a great personality with us to give you an insight into what Infosys Springboard really stands for. With all due respect, I invite Ms. Suja Warrior, Corporate Diversity and Inclusion, HRD at Infosys Limited, to share some insights with us on this initiative. Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, namaste to everybody. I wanted to thank you all for giving me an opportunity. Way back in August, I was discussing about Infosys Springboard with Mahesh Warrior from Geetham College of Engineering, Bangalore. He informed that this is an ideal platform for collaboration with IEEE. So he introduced me to Dr. Rajesh from Kerala to take this conversation forward. While talking to Dr. Rajesh, I realized the power of what Mahesh meant by this collaboration. I also remember the days I was a part of Women in Engineering Hyderabad region. I found the members are really committed, passionate about technology, and getting hold of all the opportunities for learning. Rajesh also explained the way the different chapters work, especially the commitment from members for learning and providing support to newcomers. In the space of technology, also how they provide a platform for networking. Bonding between the members is their strength. I found that they are very, very well connected. Around 4 lakh people, as Sir mentioned, 4 lakh members in the team across 160 countries. I feel that they are a part of a single family. Especially the young and vibrant student community require this handholding while they are chasing excellence in everything they do. As you know, learning is the only way to achieve excellence. Infosys is a technology-driven organization. All of you know that our strength is technology, and we use technology to bring lifetime learning to all our stakeholders. And as an employee of Infosys, if anybody's joined Infosys or a part of Infosys at some point of time, you all know that how we value education and continuous learning. And we value all the learning, all kinds of learning to all our stakeholders. Started with employees through our training programs in Mysore campus, or maybe the lateral entry, whoever is joining Infosys, we train them with all the enablement which happen through the technology training, and our also partnership with the colleges through Campus Connect, and now through Infosys Springboard, we are trying to reach out to every nook and corner of the country with the world-class content curated for all the sections of the society. And I'm so thankful to Tirumala Arohi and Kiran NG and all the team members of Springboard to have this vision, and also continuously working to make the content curated and up to date with every possible way. And we have, you don't believe, we have trainings, certifications, global English, basic to advanced technologies, soft skills, gamifications, hackathon, financial literacy programs, career guidance, building confidence in your culture, you name it, we have it in our platform. Collaboration between IEEE and Infosys Springboard will definitely add value to both the parties. And we are very, very proud about it. And I would like to say that this is going to be a game changer, because two organizations who are professionally managed, technology-driven organizations are coming together to make this program much, much better, successful. And because all of you to register, because I have shared the link on the side chat, explore the unlimited possibilities waiting for your members. And thank you so much, Rajesh, Mahesh Warrior, and all the team members of IEEE and Springboard team, Kiran, Thiru, especially Thiru, for trusting me with whatever I am doing. And I'm so happy that Geeta is also joined from the team, and many more members are here. And thank you all for this opportunity, and also the informal conversation of Dr. Rajesh and myself reached to this level. And it is time for Kiran. I don't want to spend more time on my conversation because you are all waiting for the actual part of Springboard. Kiran is here. He's the program manager for the entire program. He's going to take you through Infosys Springboard. And over to you to Parvati and team for getting connected. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring overview. As you have already mentioned, we are sure this initiative will be deeply appreciated by one and all in our section. And as a small token of our appreciation, we would like to present this virtual memento to you on behalf of the IEEE EdSoc Kerala chapter. Kindly accept this, ma'am.
So much.
Thank you. Next, we have another great mind from Infosys, Mr. Kiran NG, Principal Architecture, Track and Program Manager, Digital Literacy Initiative, Infosys CSR, here with us to add colors to this moment. With great respect, I invite Mr. Kiran NG for a note on the project objectives. Sir, over to you.
Thanks, Parvati. Respected dignitaries and the leadership team of IEEE Kerala organization. So we are really honored to be here, and thank you very much for giving us an opportunity to share our learnings and our platform with you so that you can take it forward to the lakhs of students and teachers who can make best use of the platform and the initiative which we are bringing forward now. So let me share my screen so that while I'm sharing our objectives, I also would like to quickly do a demo so that each one of you who have joined in today, so you will also have an opportunity to get, if you want, you can log in right away. So as Thiru mentioned, we are starting early. That means as early as the middle school, starting from 10+ years, that is 6th standard onwards. We would like to ignite the aspirations of each and every learner, irrespective of their background or the status. So we believe that the only resistance for learning should be their interest and their time, which they are ready to spend. We would like to remove all other hurdles, which is necessary for learning. So as you can see, this is the representative picture of this young girl who is brimming with the enthusiasm. We want to ensure that all the learners who are learning on the platform learn with the same enthusiasm and they pursue their dream, and they should be able to learn the skill of their choice. Again, we believe they can learn best only when they are given an opportunity to learn whenever they want to learn, and also on the device of their choice. Now, quickly, if you how you can log in is just by using this URL, which Suja has already shared in the chat window, that is infispringboard.onwingspan.com. Or if you want to use your smartphone, we have an app already with the same name, Infosys Springboard, both on Android and iOS. You can download and start learning. Okay. And the schools and colleges, if you want to know more details on how to do the bulk registration, of course, the IEEE team already is fully aware of the formalities. If you still need any specific information, you can always write to springboard@infosys.com. We will be happy to immediately respond and guide you on how you can start your journey on Springboard. This is how our Springboard portal looks like once you type the URL, or if you even if you use the app. On the landing page, we are presenting what are the various features are already launched and live and which you can make use of it. So whether it is the certification skills or digital skills or the cyber security skills or financial management. So a lot of these programs are already in place, which you can make use of it. And to log in, it is, if you want to log in right away, if you have Gmail, you can click on this Google icon so that through the Google authentication, you can get in a couple of minutes. Or if you don't have Gmail, you can use any other email by just giving first name, last name, and your email ID. So in this case, you will get a reconfirmation mail link, which in your mailbox. So once you click on that, then you will get into the platform. So now let me log in. And also, if you want to do bulk login, so we will be very happy to assist the schools and colleges so that all your students can register at a time. And another biggest benefit of doing bulk registration is the head of the institute and also the few of the admins authorized by the head of institute will also get view of or access to the learning data of your students. And you can create a microsite for your school or college And they're like how we just saw the microsite created for IEEE Society. Similarly, we will assist your team to create a microsite specifically for your school or college with the branding. And more importantly, you can curate the resources which is beneficial for your students. So for the people who directly come in, so we have these 4 buckets. For the young learners, we have specifically young learners channel. And for others, you can start with the Inception, which is the entry level, or Inspire is intermediate level, or Insignia is the expert level. On the top, what you see are the announcements for the events which are starting soon or which have already started. For example, this Wonder Girl initiative is specifically focused for the young girls. So it is coming up soon next week, 27th and 28th, just 2 days, 2 hours a day. You can just you can click here to register for the program and listen to our experts. Again, there are also youngsters where they are going to guide these young girls on how to pursue their dream. Then similarly on space, on astronomy, some of our experts who have been pursuing their passion are going to share their experience for about 90 minutes. And if any of your students are interested, they can just log in. So then Thiru mentioned about the business communication or the global English course, which we have brought in. This has 10 levels of training. As soon as you sign up, there is an initial 15-20 minutes of simple assessment, which we do so that you know where you are. You can benchmark yourself. Then you can start learning. Once you start learning, then you can see how you are progressing from level 1 to level 10. Each level also has an assessment, so that once you clear that assessment, then you will be progressing to the next level. So as soon as you clear any course or you clear any certification, we are also going to issue an Infosys certified the certificate as well. And this is for the course completion certificate. Similarly, once you complete the certification, this is an industry standard certification. This is going to also improve your employability skills as well. Now, coming back to other features which are available. So as Thiru mentioned, we had all the learning needs very good content. Of course, we have brought in more than 3,900 courses by renowned quality providers, quality content providers across the globe, with the likes of Coursera. And of course, Infosys, we have brought in more than 200 courses, which we are using to train our own fresh engineers. So all those courses are available free of cost for your students to learn. Then we also have brought in the life skills, which is important. For example, even very simple as the articulation skills, or what we call as building a creative confidence, so that you know whether you are a student or a college student or you are applying for a job, you need to articulate your abilities or your skills in a way that you represent yourself fully, so that your employability chances will improve. Or if you are a working professional, if you are, let's say, presenting a proposal to your client, so what are the best practices? How do you prepare for that? So all those finer aspects you will learn formally through these courses. Then, of course, we want to ensure that none of these gets monotonous or boring. So we have brought in a lot of gamification, whether it is you can earn the badges, you can earn learning points when you are studying. And more importantly, you can also compare yourself to your peers, so that you will know how your peers are learning. And we also have an option where you can do combined study with your peers. Then you can also compete with your peers. So those are the gamification features which we have brought in. And of course, we have also introduced live classes. So here is our live class look like. We are trying to mimic as if it's your real class. In fact, this we have even tested up to more than 20,000 participants participating in these live sessions. And most of the sessions which are already happening, we are using the same platform. It's called Meridian. And as you can see at the bottom, this was the session which we conducted for Teachers' Day, where all of our employees, about 600 of them, had joined this event. Similarly, we have launched a lot of professional courses, of course, in collaboration with some of the leading colleges. So this one is one of the leading colleges in Kerala and one of the professors from Texas A&M University in the US. So this is a 15 weeks course where this is an industry standard certification course where we will be issuing the certificate which is attested by all the three parties. And this will also improve the employability skills. In fact, this we are also going to augment with both the content as well as the sessions from Infosys practicing architects. And eventually, we are also working to get this assessed with NSQF level. We are also working with AICTE team to get the necessary approval. Hopefully, very soon we will be able to get and map it to the NSQF UGC specified NSQF level, so that the learners also will get credit when they are doing this industry standard certification on the platform. Our aim is to introduce more such certifications when we are working with IEEE Society, and we also have Honorable Vice Chairman here. So we would be very happy to join hands in launching many more such industry standard certification. And here is one of the live sessions where Dr. Vaman is taking the sessions, and this is how our the live classes look like. And to ensure we also, without diluting any quality of interaction, we also have the chat facility available, where the participants can directly ask the questions to the educators or to the professor who is taking the session, so that all these questions are available at the same in the same location. And this we are also curating in a microsite which is exclusively created for this course. So anybody who, even if they miss any course, they can come back and refer to the recording, as well as they can refer to the questions which is already asked by the remaining participants. And if it is already answered, they can refer to it, or if they have any specific questions, again, they can ask on this platform. And this, we are going to retain it, so that this will also serve as a frequently asked questions. And we will also be learning from these questions. And we will also have a comprehensive FAQ documented on the same platform. Another very good point means value addition as part of these courses is the capstone project or the hands-on projects which we will bring in. So this can be tried out on the playgrounds, which is already available on the platform. On 5G, we are trying to get a playground soon. We are working with Dr. Vaman, who has extensive experience, and we are exploring bringing in MATLAB, the playgrounds on the platform. So once that is available, then the learners who are going through this course will also have an opportunity to do a lot of hands-on work as well. Then we also have the Makers Lab, which Thiru was just mentioning. Let me just try. Yeah, here it is. So here, this will have the Tinkering Lab kits, which is as per NEP 2020, whether it is Internet of Things or whether it is 3D printing or drones or machine learning or computer vision, etc. All those things we will be making it available. Eventually, we want to evolve this like a startup ecosystem, so that the students who will do the projects, so that they will take up some of the industry problems or the real, the impactful, which impacts the society at large. Those problem statements they will take, they will design the solution, and they will implement as in this Makers Lab with guidance from experts, whether they come from Infosys or from the industry. Since we are well connected with the academia, both in India as well as abroad, there's no dearth of experts whom we can make available. And we are also going to ensure that there is a calendar-based events, and this is available. A quarterly calendar we are soon going to publish, so that both the professors as well as the students can plan their calendar in such a way that they can make best use of all these events, which is made available on our platform. Then very soon we are going to launch the certificate, the career counseling part as well. We are working with this entity, India Literacy Project, so that whether you are in 10th standard or 12th standard or degree, and what are the various careers available, very soon we would like to make this also available on the platform, so that you need not have to go anywhere else for all your learning needs. So this is what, in short, I wanted to tell you about the features. More you can start exploring, and once you start exploring, I'm sure you will have a lot of questions which you would like to get clarified. And I once again thank Dr. Rajesh and the leadership team of IEEE Society of Kerala for giving us this opportunity to share our objectives and our learnings. And thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Your presence and gentle words are a source of encouragement for all of us. For your immense support and advice, we would like to present you with a virtual memento. Please accept this token of our love and gratitude.
Thanks, Govind.
Once again, thank you, sir. To join hands with us on this remarkable venture, Ms. Sharada Jayakrishnan, Chair of IEEE Kerala Section, is here with us. She is one of the great women leaders of all time, a true spirit of dedication and commitment. I proudly welcome Ms. Sharada Jayakrishnan, the Honorable Chairperson of IEEE Kerala Section, for the felicitation.
Thank you, Govind. Thank you, Parvati, also for taking through this program so well. Respected VC, Dr. Rajeshri, VP ETA Tirumala Arohi from Infosys, my dear IEEE colleagues and leaders from Infosys, the eager learners who are watching this program and eagerly waiting to get into the platform. A very warm good evening to everyone. In fact, when Mr. Verghese sent out a mail asking for whether, the Education Society is moving ahead with such a platform, such a collaboration. Dr. Rajesh called me up and was trying to explain. So I said I had already seen the e-notice and I was getting excited. See, this is something that in Kerala section, we have been trying to propagate through the various societies. Professor Kasim had already mentioned the volume of members and the way the engagements are being done by Kerala section with close to 9,000 student members and a large chunk of young professionals who are all eagerly waiting to prove their professional and technical skills in the industry. So for the last 2 years, there has been a special initiative, one on industry engagement and other on academia engagement, where Dr. Rajeshri has also been collaborating very closely with some of the initiatives. And on the other side, on the industry side, there has been engagements with Maker Village of Kerala, some of the other industries, and specifically focusing on the MSMEs of Kerala, where what we were trying to do is handhold them on what IEEE could give them and what the society with the local community could gain from the MSMEs moving ahead. I was just listening to Mr. Tirumala Arohi's very passionate rendering of the 5 pillars, and I was very enthused with few things. One is the special focus on the girl students. In fact, Kerala section has been having a regular interaction with the Nirbhaya homes in Kerala. I'm sure everybody knows what are the Nirbhaya homes all over India. Kerala has 11 Nirbhaya homes. There are eager girls of different age groups who are actually looking to learn, have hands-on experience. We have been conducting some workshops all along at each of these entities. Unfortunately, for the last 2 years, because of the COVID situation, we have not been able to go there and do something. I was just looking at the platform and was thinking, oh my God, this is something that the girls can really use there. They are from an age group of very small girls to the age of almost 20. Few of them are able to go to the schools and colleges, but many have many restrictions due to the, to the condition they are. So this is an excellent platform which we can, I'll request Education Society and of course Kerala section, we can also collaborate together and extend this platform to the girls over there. The second thing is the apprenticeship part. Now this is something that, Kerala, as everybody knows, I'm sure VC will also be very proud of. We churn out a lot of engineers during a year who are all very enthusiastic and willing to earn a job. But many a times it comes that they are not fully up to the mark to at the instance join a company. Now, internship or an apprenticeship at a company like Infosys, even if virtual, will always be a very great, springboard for these young professionals. So that's number two. And the other thing is the Makers Lab, where I also have noted down that you're going to have something on wheels too. So now that's also a very beautiful concept, where the loading of the devices is indeed a beautiful point. This has also been one thought process that has come when we were collaborating with Maker Village in Kerala. They have large equipment. Something like for working on PCBs and also other CNC machines, all available there in their premises. Now, our idea was to get the small MSMEs who can't manage to buy such a thing. If they need to do a prototyping, they could always collaborate with the Maker Village or the Startup Village and get those things going ahead. Now, this is again an excellent idea that has been propagated through this platform. So these three things, I was just getting excited that there is a lot of opportunities other than all the opportunities that all the speakers have already mentioned. So I'm really looking ahead to the collaboration, going to many more years, and all the very best for this beautiful concept of giving back to the society by Infosys and the IEEE platform open to it. So all the very best. Thank you, Ms. Suja, and also Dr. Rajesh for this great initiative. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your remarkable words and for supporting us through our journey. Thank you so much. Next, we have Dr. Suresh Nair, Chair of IEEE India Council, with us today to make this moment a memorable one. He has always been a supporter for innovative initiatives, and today it is an honor for us to have him with us. With great respect and gratitude, I invite Dr. Suresh Nair for the felicitation.
Thank you. Thank you, Parvati and Govind. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Kerala Technological University, Mr. Deepak Mathur, Art and Director, and all other respected dignitaries from Infosys, Mr. Tirumala, Ms. Suja and team, and my fellow IEEE volunteers and members, a very good evening to you. Being a hardcore supporter of Industry Academic Interaction Association, I congratulate the leaders of Kerala Chapter Education Society, as well as the Infosys Springboard, on conceptualizing this program. On behalf of IEEE, I'd like to thank Infosys on joining with us, IEEE, and taking forward this program. This program is unique indeed of its kind and will surely add value over to the learners and finally all benefits to the society. Following the tagline of IEEE Advancing Technology for Humanity, IEEE India Council has also undertaken a lot of programs. One major program, we call it as DART, that's Disaster Assistance and Relief Team. We are planning to move out a truck which will be equipped with the necessary equipments which can help during the disaster. We have identified a lot of volunteers across the country. So this is supposed to help the disaster assistance team when disaster strikes. And we believe or we wish that that doesn't happen, but we also plan to do some educational training in normal circumstances. I'm sure this type of program of Infosys Springboard also can be part of this program. We will explore more details. My best wishes to the program, and once we do a pilot in Kerala section, this can be even taken across the country through the IEEE India Council thread. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, sir. Your presence and gentle words are a source of encouragement for all of us.
Thank you.
Thank you once again. This is a moment of great pride and joy for us as we acknowledge the presence of Mrs. Shankar J, Chair, Student Activities, IEEE Kerala Section with us today. He's a man with a professional attitude to work and life. With great respect, I invite Mr. Shankar J for the felicitation.
Okay, thank you, Govind, and good day to each and everyone. It's indeed a proud moment for all of us. So, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Daicy Ma'am, Deepak Mathur sir, Suresh sir, Sharda ma'am, Kasin sir from Infosys, Tirumala sir. And thank you, Rajesh sir, for personally inviting the call. And it's indeed an honor and privilege, especially for me as well as the entire student community of Kerala, especially considering the count. So IEEE Kerala section presently stands the second place with membership count with 11,263 members, and among that 93,353 members are students. So definitely this is a program that enables all learners, irrespective from the student community. All the members are actually the learners. But considering as a chair of students activity, it's indeed an honor, as well as it's a great opportunity for the student community of IEEE Kerala section to do that. And just quick point, just checking the statistics, IEEE student members, when you are seeing from Kerala, overall the globe, we have 9,998, just 2 members to reach five-digit count, especially considering IEEE students as well. So as IEEE students chair and as well as a member of a volunteer of IEEE Kerala section, it's another proud moment, and it's indeed a great opportunity for an entire student community. And without any further ado, this is a great opportunity, and thank you, Rajesh sir, for the invitation as well as being a project lead. And thank you, Dr. Arun, Dr. Mr. Suja Wadia, for initiating this program. And the student activities of IEEE Kerala section would be we will be a good support to all the activities. And thank you, and all the very best. And thank you for having me here.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful support and guidance throughout the event. Next, we have Mr. Arun Alex, Coordinator of Industry Attachment Cell at APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, to add more beauty to this moment. With great esteem, I invite Mr. Arun Alex for the felicitation.
So good evening, one and all. First of all, let me thank IEEE for this, for giving me an opportunity to speak, and congratulate IEEE for teaming up with Infosys and providing this opportunity for students across the state. And I'm sure that this would invariably lead to students who get more passionate about learning things beyond academics. So a brief about me. So you would be knowing that APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University is one among the few universities in the state which has an industry attachment cell. So we at Industry Attachment Cell primarily facilitate projects from various government institutions, industry bodies to our affiliated colleges. We have 145 affiliated colleges, 1.5 lakh students, and 20,000 plus faculty members, and around 15,000 research scholars and researchers working in various affiliated colleges in the university. So we utilize the competencies of our faculty members in solving critical business challenges from various government institutions. So in fact, Industry Cell was created just prior to the pandemic, I think hardly a week before the pandemic. And but despite the challenges, we were able to bring in revenues of around, we were able to facilitate projects of around 25 lakhs to our affiliated colleges from various government departments. And this has been possible primarily due to support from our Honorable Vice Chancellor and various statutory officers from the university, because industry interactions are not primarily a mandatory prerequisite of the university. But despite that, we've seen great deal of interest and passion from our academic institutions, faculty members in coming forward and partnering with the university in facilitating such projects. So I'm sure that this initiative of IEEE would be really beneficial for our students in ensuring that they become more industry ready, and motivating not just the students but also faculty members to contribute their knowledge to to creating cutting edge online courses. I think that should also come in the next phase of this project, hopefully, so that learning content or content created by faculty members can also be highlighted as other learning platforms highlight for faculty members in other universities across the world. So thank you once again, and thank you very much, Dr. Rajesh sir, and all IEEE members for coming with this initiative of partnering with Infosys so that students across the state are benefited. So thank you all, and thank you once again.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful support and guidance throughout the event. In return for that, we would like to present a virtual memento on behalf of IEEE Education Society Kerala Chapter. Please accept it, sir. Thank you, sir, once again. To be a part of this venture, we have Dr. Smita Dharan, Principal of College of Engineering, Chenganur, with us today. With great pride, I invite Dr. Smita Dharan for the next felicitation.
Thank you, Gordon. Good evening, all. I have great pleasure to be here on this auspicious occasion of launching up this event. I think it was a wonderful idea to incorporate an IT giant like Infosys with the education sector of the state. Actually, it is really apt for the present scenario and is highly appreciable. I'm very much sure that this venture will definitely help our community, especially the student community, to achieve better heights. Let me use this opportunity to congratulate the entire team of IEEE Education Society Kerala Chapter who worked to make this dream project a reality. I wish all the very best for this wonderful venture. So stopping here, and also I thank Dr. M.V. Rajesh for inviting me to facilitate in this function. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am, for the great words. We are so happy to have you here. We would like to present a small token of our love from our side for your valuable presence and support. Please accept this virtual memento on behalf of the IEEE EdSoc Kerala chapter.
Thank you, Parvati.
Thank you, Parvati. Thank you, ma'am. Now it's time to reveal the great minds behind this collaborative initiative. The great minds who have worked together to make this a reality. To shed some light on the team that is working on this project, I invite Dr. Usha Devi Amma, Treasurer of IEEE EdSoc IEEE Kerala Chapter, Professor of Department of Electronics and Communication, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham University. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Parvati. Very good evening to all the dignitaries and the attendees and learners. We have been talking about the academia industry interactions for many decades, and the outcome of it is limited, I feel. It has become the need of the hour, and it is one of the happiest and proud moments for IEEE Education Society that we are stepping into a revolutionary activity, holding hand in hand with the legend Infosys through their CSR initiative, Infosys Springboard. There is no doubt that this initiative will really enhance the reskilling, not only digital but soft skills too, of the entire society of Kerala, not limiting to the student community, paving way to a great attribute of lifelong learning. So there is a strong team from Infosys consisting of Ms. Suja, Sri Tirumala Arohi, Sri Kiran and others to stay connected with the team. We, the IEEE Education Society, has a vibrant team mentored and guided by Professor Muhammad Qasim, Engineer CM Varghese, Engineer Keshav Swami and other senior members. As there is a saying that all great initiatives are done never by a person, it is by a team. We have a team led by Dr. M.V. Rajesh. Very happy to introduce Dr. M.V. Rajesh as the team project leader He is a person with pleasant approach who works positively together with everyone and teaming up with Infosys. He is the initiator of the thought process among the IEEE Education Society members. Appreciating Dr. Rajesh for his initiative. He is the chairman of IEEE SPS Kerala chapter, and he's holding many other posts, and professionally he's an associate professor, Department of Electronics and Electronics Engineering, College of Engineering, Chengalore. Appreciation to Dr. M.B. Rajesh. The team consists of the other members, Dr. Rajesh Abraham. He's a team member with enthusiasm and self-motivation. He plays a vibrant role in the initiative as a project coordinator, registration and certification. And he's the conference activities chair, IEEE Educational Society Kerala chapter, and professionally associate professor at IIST Thiruvananthapuram. Next, we have Sri MP Subish. See, MP Subish is a member who runs an extra mile, holding our student volunteer team. A true example of hard work and commitment. And Sri NP Subish is the Educational Activities Chair, IEEE Education Society Kerala chapter, and he's a PhD scholar at IIT Madras. Coming to our student volunteers, we have Sharath S. We have Sharath as the backbone of all the student activities of IEEE Education Society, being the Student Activities Chair of IEEE EdSoc Kerala chapter. He is an young, dynamic volunteer and always coordinating many programs parallelly. And he is an application development associate at Accenture. And we have Eldo Babu as an organizer. Sri Eldo has already proved himself as an enthusiastic young volunteer, always keen in giving the best for the activities of IEEE Education Society. He is a graduate member from Rajagiri Institute of Technology, Kakinada. And at last, not the least, we have the vibrant team of webmasters who are behind the IEEE microsite development. And we have Akarsh Ashok. He's a webmaster, IEEE EdSoc Kerala chapter. He's a graduate member from NSS Engineering College, Palakkad. We have Rishi Manoj. He's a webmaster, IEEE SPS Kerala chapter. He's a student of TKM Institute of Technology, Kollam. And we have Anita Emmanuel. She's a student of St. Joseph's College of Engineering and Technology, Palai. She's the webmaster of IEEE RIS Kerala chapter. And we have Anisha Anil Kumar. She's webmaster of IEEE ECS Kerala chapter, and she's from Rajagiri School of Engineering and Technology, Kakinada. And we have Niranjan Neelakandan too as the webmaster, IEEE Kamsa Kerala chapter. He's from Government Engineering College, Thrissur. Appreciating the team members for their hard work and sincere efforts, and always thanking Infosys team for this great initiative. And this is our student leadership team 2021 with Sajjan Sachidanandan, Govindas Warrior, Shamimuddin, Parvati, Anantu, Kavya, Lidvia Paulus, Akash Vijay, Aisha, Arumal, Sarayu Suresh, Muhammad Salah, Abhijit. So thank you everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot for introducing the project team to us. I'm sure together they are going to achieve a remarkable success. So now it's looked like we have reached the end of our great ceremony. It was really an honor for me to be with you all. To be a part of this great venture for this day and for this moment, we owe a lot of people. And now it's time to express our sincere gratitude to all delegates and attendees. For that, I invite Engineer Jitin Krishnan, Secretary of IEEE Education Society Kerala Chapter, to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of IEEE Education Society Kerala Chapter.
Whether Jitin is facing some connectivity issues?
Yes, sir. I think Jitin sir is facing some connectivity issues.
Then I request Subish to take over because.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of IEEE Education Society Kerala Chapter, I thank all the dignitaries present here and all of the participants who are joining through the YouTube channel. And on behalf of IEEE Education Society, thank you all. Thank you for attending.
Thank you. And with that, we are concluding this event. Thank you everyone once again for joining. Have a great night and weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye and good night to all.
Good night.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Thank you all.